Right then, welcome to our deep dive on a fundamental concept in IGCSE Business Studies, choice. In the next few minutes, we're going to get you completely exam ready. Let's jump straight in.
So, here's the plan. We're going to define choice so you can bag full marks, see it in action with a major airline, run through a quick exam check so you know what to avoid, connect it to other key concepts, and then we'll wrap up with a quick-fire quiz.
Okay, let's get straight to the essentials. For anyone who's aiming for those top marks, what is the precise IGCSE definition of choice?
The definition you need to commit to memory is this one. Choice is the decisions that must be made because of scarcity. Short, I know, but trust me, every single word there is vital. The two key words you absolutely have to remember are decisions and scarcity.
And this is so important. In a 2-mark question, you'll get 1 mark for using the word decisions, and your second mark for linking it directly to scarcity. If you mess out on either of those, you've just thrown away half the marks. It's that simple.
That definition is absolutely key, but let's make it real. How about a proper example from the aviation industry to make this whole concept stick?
You got it. Okay, so picture this. You are the big boss at British Airways. You've just taken delivery of a brand new, completely empty aircraft fuselage. It's a massive space, but it's finite. That's your scarce resource right there. So now you have a choice to make. You can't have it all. As you can see, option A on the left is to cram in 300 standard economy seats, go for volume, get more passengers on board. Or there's option B on the right, install 150 super luxurious lie-flat suites. You'd be targeting premium travelers, trying to make more money from each seat. The point is, you can't do both. You have to pick one.
And this brings it all back together perfectly. This choice is forced on British Airways because of scarcity. The scarce resources are that limited cabin space, the finite fuselage itself, and of course, the budget you have for installing all those seats.
Perfect. So we've got the definition, we've got the example. Now, let's do an exam check. Time to put on our examiner hats. I'm going to fire a typical 2-mark question at you. Ready for it? Here we go. Define the term choice. 2 marks. So how do you make sure you get full marks?
Right, that 2-mark answer is exactly what we've been saying, but let's look at the common mistakes. Just saying the decisions businesses make only gets you 1 mark. Why? Because you've totally missed that crucial link to scarcity. And a really informal answer like, when you pick something, well, that's getting you a 0. The takeaway here is that both of those keywords, decisions and scarcity, are completely non-negotiable if you want the full 2 marks.
That's crystal clear. Okay, so we know the definition and we've got a solid example. But how does choice actually connect to the other big ideas in this part of the syllabus?
You know, it's really part of a logical chain reaction. It all starts with scarcity. That's the basic economic problem, right? We have unlimited wants but limited resources. Because of that scarcity, businesses are forced to make a choice. And the direct consequence of every single choice is an opportunity cost. That's the next best thing you had to give up. See, they just flow, one right after the other.
Fantastic stuff. Right, time for a final boarding call. We're going to throw a mini scenario on the screen. Let's see if you can spot the concept in action.
Okay, here it is. Ryanair has the budget for just 1 major investment. Their options are buy 10 new fuel-efficient planes or launch a massive advertising campaign across Europe. They can't afford to do both. So, which key concept is this illustrating? And the answer is, of course, choice. The scarce resource in this case is their investment budget. And it's that scarcity that forces Ryanair to make a decision, a choice, between those 2 very different options. So there we have it. You can now define choice, you can explain it with a real-world example, and you can apply it in an exam situation. But we'll leave you with this final thought. Does a huge business with tons of resources actually face less scarcity, or just bigger, more complex choices? Something to think about.